Gonna give YouTube a few seconds per usual. Okay. Hey everyone, this is Omar, Wright, and today we're going to continue development of From Their Ashes. I did a little bit of developing on my own time. I disabled the shader for now, but we can talk to the NPC, they speak, and it hides the HUD. You know what they say, right? Haters are just fans in disguise. And then you get choices. And they're different responses depending on what choice you have. So, dialogue's done. Just a really simple one. Yes, I was doing stuff around in my free time. Hopefully y'all don't mind me doing so. I think next week we should be doing some artwork. It's gonna be a lot of artwork. It's probably gonna be very long streams too. What next can we work on? We can work on items, but I'll need to make a inventory menu. So first, we want to create our structure because chances are we want to save that type of data. So we're probably gonna have to make a structure. It's going to be save. Let's call it data save. It just makes life a lot easier further down the road if we ever had to add on to this. Instead of us having to reconnect everything for the save data, it'll just be right here. Then another one for just game instance data. And then another one for options. Those are the three main data that games tend to have, or at least my games. I like to separate the save data that goes to the save game from the options menu stuff where people set their preferences, and the temporary data that the game instance needs to store between maps. So save data, go over here, we want to save our inventory. And our inventory will be a structure, but for now, it'll be a structure in the future, but for now, just to get the ball rolling, it will be names with numbers. Be inventory. We just need to know how many of something that we have. That's it. That's player data. So now we go into our game instance. Will be in save containers, game instance. I don't need the full one, but we'll add it anyway. This is going to be save data. I'm gonna add be data save. It's gonna be data game instance. And those are the two main things. And we need another one for options. Okay. I'll probably do the options menu in my free time as well, because it's just really just boring stuff that just clicks and modifies how the game appears and stuff like that. Just accessibility stuff. So we will need another component, after component. This will be our inventory manager. Keep forgetting to put ashes, just so I know that it's not native to Unreal and it's something we created. So here we want to gas to GI ashes. Yep. If it fails, we want to delay. Get game instance. And we want to take the inventory. Let's save data, Omar. break this down, take inventory and promote it to a variable. And the reason why we had to pull this is so that we can, because these load up every time we change maps and stuff like that. But the stuff that's in the game instances is persistent between levels, so we have to re-grab that information every time we want to we change maps. I guess it would be best if we have this as a structure already. That might save us a lot of headache later when we do our checks and stuff like that, because there's going to be a lot of functions in here. I need that. Actually, I don't. Structure. We're making a new one. Let's move you over here. Structures, there it is. Strut. Ashes. Let's just call it item data. So, an important reason why we want this instead is so we can have like multiple stats and stuff. But it's hard-coded name. Display name. Amount. Let's say value for now. Reason why we're doing value is so yeah, we forgot one. Description. This description. Amount, value, and then we start getting into the nitty-gritty of it. We'll say item type. And this is what's gonna basically help determine what icons certain things have. But to skip that altogether, I'm just gonna do a texture 2D. Because I want every item to have a unique portrait. It'll be item, icon. We'll have to make enumerations for item types. And then create a separate one. And this is going to be a boolean, and we need to know whether or not it's a key item. So for the enumeration, blueprint. It's gonna be item types. And it's gonna be quests, items. I wish I wrote it down. It's gonna be quest items, consumables, equipment, I think that's a bit 3. Or not something that's consumable. Either it's a quest item, a consumable, or equipment. But I guess we can have like just a regular item just for sale. I'll go as far as call it treasure. Treasure items. Actually, let's just call it loot. These are going to be things that aren't consumables, equipment, or quest items. It's just stuff you collect to sell. Because ammunition is going to be a consumable. Yeah, I think that's everything. Yeah, at least to get us started. Item types. It's going to be a lot of just coding in the next few minutes. I say coding, but it's programming since we're not doing any actual code. So this is no longer going to be inventory. Save data. Save data right here. This is gonna be change to an array, and this is gonna be item data. So we purchase, for example, we'll have the 8 members, and we can get this data for somewhere and add it. But we can add as many as we like without modifying anything inside of it. So we can have as many like squares of information. Oh wait, it just reminded me we can't have unlimited items because items will have weight. We'll see how that plays out in this game. The limitation is how much weight your character can carry. But it's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to take influence from Kenshi. Where Kenshi, if you are over encumbered and you walk or travel while you're over encumbered, even though you travel at a slower walk speed, you're actually increasing your strength stat and be able to carry more items as you overload your character. Inventory. I will do it. Over encumber increases characters, but it's gonna have a limit. Strength stat. And the limit is gonna be how much time you're gonna invest into it, because it's gonna be on a curve. Yeah, you can max out your character's strength level by just doing that, but is it worth it to you? Okay, now that we have our basic inventory, we need another one for the amount of currency we have. And the currency in this game will be credits. Don't need you anymore. Don't need you anymore. We can't empty that out. Don't need this I did need that. That was actually what I was looking for. And save. No, structure. Save data. And this is going to be credits. So that'll be some of the science fantasy I'm adding to the game. It's just you don't have to worry about physically carrying credits and stuff or your currency, because the society is advanced enough where they don't rely on that type of monetary that type of value exchange, I should say, or bargaining system. So here we get inventory, and then we get credits. So we want to first function is add item to inventory. So we will take in a name. It will be a hard coded name. Then we'll want another function to be find item in inventory. We can duplicate this and remove item. From inventory. Those will be the most complicated ones. Be filter inventory based on item type. Then we want to add credits and remove credits. We have to get this ball rolling before we get into weapons and equipment, the fun stuff, because the whole game centers around you being in combat a lot. Combat and questing. So this will be amount. And This is this is going to be the easiest thing we program today. Boom, there you go. It's that simple. But this is removed. I goofed. I'm out. But remove isn't too far different. Say checker. We're gonna have a lot of checkers. Do we find item in inventory? For example, we want A. Hard coded name. And what inventory? Get a copy. No, not get a copy. For each with a break. We want to break this. See if these are equal to each other. If it's true, you want local variable, call it local, and find slot number. I should call it slot index. One is shorter. And another one saying val. Whether or not something was found. And by default, we didn't find anything. Once we get to here, we did find it. And we want to break it. Hide the rest because that's all the information we need. And array index here. Output. We want to find. We found it. And its slot index. And boom, there you go. This will go through here, go through each item in the inventory, check their hard-coded name to see if it matched the hard-coded name that we put into it. If it does match, we'll continue through and say it's found or not. Since by default, if we don't find it, it's not going to change the default value here from false to true. So now that we have this checker, we can add this here and just program this here. And if we did find something, just a way to, especially it's a way to have code you're going to use redundantly, well, repetitively. It's easier to just make a function that all other functions that need it call for it. Let's say if it is found, we want to get inventory, get a reference, if not, we want to add. We like to add data. And what we're going to do is create get data table. And we gotta create a data table for items. And that data table we will create here. Dialog, so data table. It'll be item data. Items. So every single item we will have for this game will be in this data table. So we call this first row test. I keep forgetting we only can do the first the row name there. It's going to be called test. This item is for testing only. Display name, nothing special. Amount, we leave that 0. Let's say it's worth 100 credits. Anyways, 2 whatever. And let's say it's a quest item, it's not anything special. And yeah, that for now. Now we have this. It's going to be items. Take the out row if it's found. And then print. Item doesn't exist. Just in case we fat finger something, we have some type of message to error message to appear to make sure we have it. Do print string here. Want to format text. Maybe name. Adding name. To inventory. Name be here. Copy that. And then we want to checking for name in inventory, and we would do 3 dots for this. It's just we're waiting on something. And we go back. We want a let's say select here. And for the select, we want we found it. We didn't find it. We did not find it. There you go. Very tiny print. Then from there, let's say we do find an item. We want to get this and set member. We want to set this member size to fit. Get this, move this up here. Amount. I don't care if you carry a bazillion and one. Item. The amount plus this. So we know we're missing something. we're missing a mount here. How many of that item are we adding to inventory? And I personally don't care if you have 999,000 of this item, as long as you can carry it within a certain weight capacity. But we'll check for weight later. Because your character will simply not move past a certain number of items in the inventory. Take them out, we add them out, we do this. And we're going to print. Item name added. And it's gonna be hard-coded name. And this is going to be amount. Gonna modify it slightly. Gonna break this out. I already see the issue before it even became an issue, that this was not gonna have the amount. Okay. That's the simple stuff. Adding, subtracting, removing, and filters will be a little bit more complicated. But we want to test these first before we get anywhere further. Not programming maps. Test map. We want to create another item. Gonna be an actor. This is gonna be blueprint ashes, and we're going to be name this item space. So this is going to be the parent for any items that spawn in the world. I'm going to open this up. We're going to add a cube for starters. Okay, we need to go back to perspective. See how big this is. Tiny as hell. Yeah, that's good enough. And I'm gonna add a sphere collision. Yeah, sphere collision. And this will be our pickup radius. Let's say example object. It'll be a sprite in the future. And what we want to do is take a variable. This is going to be item hard coded name. Underscore hard coded name item. And whenever the player enters the pickup radius, begin overlap. We want to cast to whirl player and what we want to do is get player controller get component by class and from there it will be our inventory manager, and we want to check is it valid so we don't get a whole bunch of errors and things crash. If it's valid, we want to add item to inventory. So to save myself time in the future, instead of it being amount 0 by default, we will like to go back to the manager, go down here, this drop down, and change this default to 1. Because we're always going to be at least adding 1 item. And we playtest this now, it will not work because we did not add the inventory manager to our controllers. So main menu doesn't need it because it's not actually in the game, but we do need it for the world, and we do get items from combat, so it needs to be added to battle. We go over here. Boom. Gotta rush a text. I'm gonna filter these messages. Hello, adding false. Checking for false. Item doesn't exist. Yep. So we gotta go back. Why are we getting false? I know we didn't set a name. I just want to see if it triggers. But why are we getting false? Oh, because it says false. Ah. Let's call this test. Go here. Boom. And we go over here. Test added. Adding 1 test to the inventory. Checking for tests in inventory. So to make it look like we actually pick up the item, we want to destroy the item. Let's destroy after. Once we get the item. We will change this later to be interaction. But for now, let's just have this be a trigger. Visibility, that's what I'm trying to check. I want to be able to see this in game world. We hit play, see the radius, picked it up in our inventory. Now we need an inventory menu. This is where the fun begins. Go to UI, widgets. We want to create a widget. this will be inventory. And from there, we need a vertical box. Text to let us know it's the inventory. We're to the opposite corner. We have nothing in the opposite corner. And then we want, right now we're just doing a list, but it's going to be gridded later down the line because I want a grid system. Be inventory slot. Right now, this is going to be desired on screen. Inventory. Oh, not inventory. Text. And we want this to be right now item hard coded name. Make it a text. But we want more information than that. Wrap this in a horizontal box. Space and amount. And this will be an integer. And like that, we have that. And this will be BP3. item container. And when we construct it, we want actually, let's do it in pre-construction so it appears basically instantly. You want to cast to here. Get game instance. In case it fails, delay it by a few seconds. And then we want the save data. And we want inventory. And we have to break it to get inventory. Each loop, we want to create widget. And we want to create was it item slot? No, inventory slot. Expose these when spawn. Break this up. Display name. I'm gonna have to change that. That's gonna cause issues in the future. That's a future me problem. And now we need a way to bring up the menu. There. Let's just do I. We want to create widget. Add to viewport. Promote to variable. Let's do inventory. And this will be our window reference to inventory. flip flop. I'm gonna take this and remove from parent. Simple and sweet. And we want to go back over here. Add child to vertical box. So we hit I. There go our inventory. And see, it pops in and out. And it's not working. Okay. Why aren't you working? Do it needs to be in construct? Is this too early? Nothing. Nothing. I love it when it doesn't work. It just means I just have to think. Slot. If anything, we should see this X. I think I know what's happening. If we go back to the inventory manager, we're not saving this to the game instance. Game instance. Add item. Get this. Get save data. You want to set member. Inventory to be inventory. And then set save data. And from there, inventory still don't work. What error message are you getting? None. Save data here. or else we won't be able to pull it. Access none. And the inventory manager is here. In here. So what's the issue? Why aren't you saving? Why aren't you all valid? Why aren't you valid? Not doing any of this? Let's print. We found the game instance. Oh, it's not triggering. Why aren't you triggering? Because if we go back over here, it just says hello player. Did I not? Oh, boy. Did Did I not set it? Sir. Game instance, I did not. Whoa. That could have been quite the ride. There's a lot of things I was not doing. There we go. Test block. There go in inventory. We did it, folks. Display name. Cool. Should say nothing special times 1. Yep. And this is how it all starts. So we have somewhat of an inventory menu. We still need a pause menu, shop menu. We still need a pause menu, shop menu, quest menu, save menu. Well, we don't need saving yet. That's extra. Square or circle. We'll see how I feel. That might be a little bit nice thing that I work on. I'm just trying to get the structure done for all of this so we can just do artwork. We have a currency system. And we can demonstrate it by this be credits. Okay, you did not bother. Credits. Have this be text credits amount. So we can move this or do this now. Set text to be that, and there we go. There we go. 0 credits. Yep. 0 credits. Now we want to edit this. Instead of add item, let's add credits. Make sure this works. Let's add 500. What is this? You know, work. Zero. We don't destroy. That's why I don't think it works. So it add credits, but we don't update credits. That to the manager right here. We just need to grab this. Update that. Credits. We use this a lot, so we might want to find a way to make this variable. I mean, a function. And like that, we have our 500. We have our currency system. What else can we work on? Some weapons and equipment. Consumables, key items, and loot. So I need to make a list. Support functions. Now these do. What's up? functions, and how are you doing today? Functions. I need data on this. That's all the data I got for this. Is here. I like Unreal because of how fast you can deploy an idea, especially in 3D. Thanks to the blueprints. Without needing to get very detailed in syntax and coding and stuff like that. Because as you can see, if I can pull it up. As you can see with some of the functions, like this is all you need just to have removed credits from like your inventory and stuff like that. You just need a reference to it and then save it onto the game instance. And this will just do that. Same from here. Then adding items is just a little bit just webbing, but once you do it here, you'll know for sure when you go into Unity or something like that, where you actually code it, you know you need a for each loop. You're gonna need something to branch based upon a condition, and you know what condition it will be and stuff like that. That's what I like using it, because I started programming with hard coding. This is just faster for me. I'm not sure about this. We're gonna highlight you. I'm not sure I'm going to keep that. I do want throwables, but this is for a different game. Grenades, sprinklers, no, mines and turrets. Different game. Discuss this. Be blunt weapons, slash and pierce. Sure, and longer ranges. Yeah, let's have that. Attack speed. But I think that's all I'm going to do on stream tonight. I'm going to try to get all the menu stuff done by Thursday, so we can actually just start doing art early. I know it was a bit of a short one, but yeah, I want to start making some artwork for this game. So we're going to start that Thursday. We're going to start with the menus first, because I need some distinction when I do the weapons and stuff. So we're going to focus on menus first, and then we're going to start populating the world. But anyway, love y'all and appreciate y'all, and I will catch y'all Thursday.